Stryker makes hip and knee joint replacements, surgical devices and hospital beds.
Right, the hospital beds is a bit of a throwaway line. Really what they're about is surgical equipment, stuff that goes into your spine, but critically knees and hips, which of course are the major replacement items, and that's directly correlated to obesity, and the technology gets better, people are having them earlier. This is the company we own in our hot stocks portfolio.
Market cap, $45.7 billion, price to earnings ratio here of 28.2, dividend yield of 1.4%. Share price graph, considering we own it in the hot stocks portfolio.
Moving along nicely. We haven't had it forever. I mean, we bought it in the middle of 2015, so we've made a narrow gain on it so far.
JP, the fact that we own it, do you endorse that?
I do. I think that's a good thing. Of all the companies we're looking at on the show, it's maybe the one I like the most. It's very entrepreneurial in terms of how they started and the role that the founder played. And they've been able to switch focus a few times slightly, depending on where the whole market goes. And that entrepreneurial spirit, even in a big company, if that can be continued, makes a company that's very adaptable and open to change. And like I mentioned, there's a lot of uncertainty at the moment in the healthcare sector. There's a lot of change coming, and they're probably well placed given that internal culture of having done it before.
So why this one for you, Paul? Because you've been a long supporter of Stryker.
Look, to some extent, like I said earlier, companies that are focused on dealing with, heart arrhythmia, for example, that may be addressed. But this one is about wear and tear on bodies. So even if people are very active, that could be an issue. And remember also that about 35% of this company's profits come from endoscopy and medical surgical tools. So those are like the little camera probes that they use when they're checking out what's going on inside you, and keyhole surgery equipment. Mako is a robotic surgery thing that they do where the surgeon works on a little bunch of
He knows a lot about
controls,
this industry, doesn't he?
And then the tools are busy doing your hernia repair or whatever next to you. So it just looks to me like it's going to be a permanent beneficiary from the general trend.
I think because you are so active, you specifically looked, I'm talking here about your runs every single morning, that you specifically just eyeing out somebody who can replace one of those assets, so to speak, when they give up on you.
Well, the sad news is that if you get a knee replacement, you'll get done with a pain, but you can't actually run with those things.
Can't you run with a knee
replacement? No, because unfortunately they're designed for a certain number of iterations, and the place where the joint goes into your bones is not, you can't really have another one.
By the time you need one, they will have come up with something that will allow you to run, Paul, because I don't know how you would cope without the
But I agree with JP. These guys even invented the electric battery-operated power tools for use in surgical use, and now everybody has an electrical, screwdriver.
Anything to add, JP? Other than
after that, I think what is clear today is that whenever one has a personal passion of any sector, because of your own involvement therein, where in this case health and looking at your own knees and figuring out where they might be replaced, you have more knowledge because you read more about it and enhance your circle of competence. So, Paul, well done, and I think based
I like Nike so much.
Exactly. So you need the shoes and you need the new knees, and but this is a good one.
It's got a very good track record. We understand how you make your investment decisions now. JP, you've got to the bottom of it.
Yes.
Let's call this one hot or not.
I like it a lot. Like I said, very good culture, very good track record. I see that continuing, so I would say Stryker is
hot or not.
Yeah, and they've also had a very long and strong tradition of doing mergers through acquisitions. So Kevin Lobo, the CEO, came from one of those companies, Mako, that they bought. But over the years, they've done lots of smaller acquisitions, and I think they'll continue to do that.